Out here calling poor Tita weird names. I'm truly sorry for having to bid you farewell. Hey, it's okay. We really appreciate all your help. Are you taking this ship directly to Gransel? Yes. There is much I must do. If I weren't expected there, I would gladly remain and do my part to help resolve this kidnapping incident. Forgive me, little one. Don't be silly. You've done a lot for us. Thank you so much. Haha, and I appreciate you saying so. The express flight to Gransel aboard the Cecilia will be departing shortly. All passengers, please go to the departure gate. Oops, time to make my exit. Speed that up a little bit. Take care. Hopefully we meet again, fate willing. You betcha. Oh, how long are you going to be in Liberl? I couldn't say for certain, but probably until the Queen's birthday celebration. Maybe we'll see you there. Until then, take care. Same to you. What a nice guy. Just comes in and helps a bunch of strangers out. Carried a big beefy dude on his back to a clinic. Helped us fight a bunch of penguins off. Salute to you, Zin. You are a good man. A good man. Now then, to the guild first? Maybe they've learned something about that airship from before. Yeah, and they might have some intel from the Royal Armed Forces. What are you gonna do, Tita? I think I'm gonna look after Agate. Since he hasn't woken up yet, I don't think he should be left alone. Tita? That's fine. Let us take care of finding the professor. I'm sorry, all I ever do is cause trouble for you. Would you listen to this kid? Where's that old spirit? Buck up, sweetie. We'll sort this out. I think it's a great idea for you to stay with him until he wakes up. We trust you to take care of him. Okay. Look at that determination. She just wants to help out. Good for you, Tita. That's one brave kid. She's so sweet. I'm kind of surprised she cares so much about a guy with absolutely no manners, though. Well, come to think of it, you two are pretty similar to each other. Huh? I have nothing in common with that jerk. How about your tendency to go off half-cocked, or how soft-hearted you are? He talks like a big jerk, but he's always trying to protect others. I think Tita sees that. Well, I can't really argue that. Fine, let's just go see what's up with the guild. Until Agate's up and about again, we've got plenty we can investigate. That sounds fine. Alright, Kilika, what fun stuff do you have for us to do today? Morning, Kilika. Good morning. And to you both. Has Zen already left? Yes, he took an airliner to Gransel some time ago. I wish he could have come to see him off. Speaking of which, do you two know each other somehow? A bit, quite some time ago. But that's besides the point. Have you noticed the strange current in the air? The winds are shifting. Hey, no changing the subject. Wait, are we talking... We are talking about the weather, aren't we? Have you learned something about that airship? Not a thing. But I believe this quieting atmosphere is related to the Royal Army mobilizing. For one thing, I've sent a message to the Army headquarters at East and Fortress, but there's been no response. Secondly, all the mandatory inspections throughout the kingdom have been lifted. What? What's that all about? This isn't about another turf war, like with the Sky Bandits, is it? No, it would be strange for them to call off inspections if that were the case. If they had caught the culprits themselves, surely they would have sent word around. Maybe there is something in the air. Incidentally, I've not been able to contact the intelligence division at Leaston Fortress either. It is possible that the Royal Army has some sort of internal issue going on. Some sort of... Oh wait, the stuff that Dorothy shot. The picture of those guys in black wearing the Royal Guard uniforms. Someone mentioned my name? Dorothy? Speak of the devil, and yeah, verily. Wow, what an ordeal. I finally got in touch with my editor's office, and Niall happened to be there. When I told him about giving up my photo cords to the army, he just about blew his stack. It's so unfair. Which means they haven't given it back yet? Right. I mean, how rude is that? And after I'd gone to the trouble of going to Leaston Fortress to get it back, too. Wow, you've got some fire to you. Hee hee, well I guess I have to have one redeeming trait, right? Anyway, I didn't have any other option but just to take a picture of the fort for the paper. It does make for a great shot, though. It lights up all pretty at night. You take a pretty picture of the fort? Not to mention you're supposed to obtain a permission to photograph any part of a military installation. Come on, it's not like it's that big a deal. Here, take a look. I just developed it. Oh, Dorothy. Never change. Dorothy placed the photo on the counter. Hey, that is a pretty nice shot. So this is Leaston Fortress. Wow, Dorothy, you've got a really good eye for this. Wait a sec. What's wrong, Estelle? It might just be in my imagination, but do you see anything there on the top right? What? You're right. It's not very clear, but there's definitely a small shadow there. Whew, you've got a sharp eye, Estelle. I mean, I took the picture and I didn't notice that at all. Yeah, well, what can I say? Well, it is just a silhouette. Maybe it's an army ship. No, that's no guard ship. This is that small airship from before. Before? It's the same silhouette as the ship that the professor was taken away in. Right. Wait, what? Hold on just 1 second. Why would that ship be anywhere near here? This is a Royal Army installation, isn't it? Calm down, Estelle. There are plenty of possibilities to consider before we go jumping to conclusions. Maybe we should go straight to Easton Fortress and ask what this is about. What? I see. You intend to put it to them directly. Provoke a response, perhaps? Do you think that would be a bad idea? Not at all. You have my authorization. This has the potential to be a huge disaster. Whatever might be going on there, this matter must be handled delicately. Eep, you're starting to scare me, Kilika. But you're probably right. We have to handle this very carefully. Hey Dorothy, can we have a copy of this picture? Sure. After all, you guys have done a lot for me. Thanks, I owe you one. If you intend to go to Leaston Fortress, you'll need to leave via the east entrance and take the Ritter Roadway. Ritter Roadway. Say that 5 times fast. When you reach the 3-way fork in the road, stay on the northern fork and you'll eventually wind up in front of the fort's main gate. Please use the utmost caution. Roger that. Acknowledged. Are there any new ones for me to do? A new monster. Let's get it. And maybe I can give that book back to that lady now. She's on the 2nd floor, and it's faster to walk up the stairs. There she is. Oh, have you made some progress? Yep, you betcha. We brought you your book. Please take a look to be certain. Hand it over to the herb woodpecker. Hooray! Oh my, this is indeed the right book. Thank you for finding it. Haha, like there was ever any doubt. To be honest, I thought it was going to be a wild goose chase. I'm quite impressed that you actually managed to find it. Now I know I can leave the rest of the work in your hands. Right. Wait, what? What rest of the work? There's more? Traditionally, the researchers would hide 3 books. This leaves us with 2 yet to be found. Did I not tell you? This is most definitely the first I've heard of it. How odd. But you already aboard the ship, so to speak, so I hope I can count on your full support until the end. Well, I guess so. But, you mean we have to deal with another unhinged person's idea of a game? Speaking of which, it's just like back in Rouen. No need to worry. The next book's hint has no words. Really? The proof is in the pudding, as the saying goes. See for yourself. So I got some sort of formation, I guess? You gotta be kidding. No comments or anything. The name of the book in question is Hertz's Adventure 2. Hertz's Adventure 2. Got it. Only the first part remains in the library, so it gets quite frustrating having to listen to patrons ask about the sequel constantly. Well, I hope this gets you fired up to find it. Lovely. Another brain teaser to figure out. I take back what I said about the stupid poetry. I'd much rather do that. Oh well. Either way, we'd still be stuck trying to puzzle it out. Well, best of luck. I'll be waiting here as always. Alright, we'll be off then. We'll be back with that book before you know it. I think I remember... If I remember correctly, there's like a... I think it's like a rock formation that thing is. Let's see if I am correct. You're going the wrong way still. To reach the Leaston Fortress, we have to go out the eastern door, I guess. Listen here, sir. I'm trying to do other quests, not the main story. Yeah, and you're preventing me, sir. Well, I guess we'll just... Where is this monster? Just Bloody Saber on the Ritter Roadway, which is where I currently am. None of you look like a Bloody Saber. Oh! Look at that. I guess I don't have a choice. You probably have to fight this thing. And we're surrounded. That's fun. Alright, well, I should be able to get the two of you. Oh, the whiff at the top. That hurts. Alright. I know I have to kill the big red one last, because if I kill it first, he buffs all the other ones, and I'm not trying to deal with that. I will take this critical hit for the S-Craft. You get him, Joshua. You get him good. Perfect. Just the one left. So now it doesn't matter if he buffs everyone else after he dies, because there's no one to buff. Sucks to suck, doesn't it? Huzzah! We did it, guys. Nope, don't want to fight those, because they are a pain. To Leaston Fortress, let's go. The gate just opens for people. Soldat Army Road. I will take your treasure. Thank you very much. Is there more treasure? No. Aha! A reviving bomb. Yep, we'll take that. Oh, I'm not trying to fight you because those guys are annoying. More treasure, please. There you are. EP charge EX. Alright, well, trying to hide all these things in the corner. I see you. I see you, game. You can't fool me. Curia bomb, yeah, I'll take that. Praying mantis thing in the corner. Another rhino cider. Alright, we made it. Got a bunch of chests on the way. And now, we're at Leaston Fortress. Wow, check out the size of this base. It's got to be several times as big as the Haken Gate, don't you think? Yeah, you may be right. It was apparently the primary base of the counteroffensive in the war 10 years ago. Oh, okay, that's pretty impressive. Well, let's go inside and see if we can talk to whoever's in charge. What is it? Nothing. It's just that you're not acting like your usual timid self. You're starting to remind me of Dad. Oh, come on. It's not like I'm not nervous. But after General Morgan, how bad could it be? I guess you're right. I wonder if he's still at the Haken Gate. Good old General Morgan, that old grouchy man. Huh, there's no one here. That's strange. There's usually a gatekeeper outside at least. Identify yourselves. Where did that come from? Probably a speaker. This is Leaston Fortress, HQ of Liberal's Royal Armed Forces. This place is off limits to civilians. I'm afraid you're gonna have to leave. They sound polite, but yeah, I think they're just being extra cautious. Can you two hear me? Sorry, but we're not civilians. We're from the Bracer Guild. We're here to discuss the matter of the central lab being attacked. Could we please speak with the individual in charge? Are you actual bracers then? If you don't believe us, you can inspect our emblems. You can see them, right? Indeed, you appear to be the genuine article. However, I regret to inform you that the CEO of this base is currently away. Perhaps you can come back another day. No commanding officer? Well, that sounds sloppy. In that case, anyone from the intelligence division will be fine. We have information that must go to either Colonel Richard or Captain Almathea. Very well. Wait there. Whew, it's like pulling teeth with these guys. Yeah, I wasn't expecting security to be quite this tight here. Whoa! Well, someone's here at least. Look at that double door security thing. Please forgive me for making you wait. I am Major Sid, Garrison Commander of Leaston Fortress. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. And I'm Joshua Bright, also of the Bracer Guild. Bright? Is something wrong? Nothing. Pardon me. On to business. You mentioned the attack on the central labs. I'm very sorry, but no one from the intelligence division is currently here. If you'd have a message, I can deliver it for you. That could be a problem. Okay, time to shake things up. I think it's this one. And here we found a lead on that airship that took away the professor. You what? What? Why do you look so surprised, Major? Oh, it's nothing. We've just been searching for it, too. So what is this lead anyway? Take a look at this. Handed over Dorothy's photograph. This is Leaston Fortress, isn't it? How did you get this picture? Now, no need to get worked up. Look at the top right corner of that picture. Let's see. What the? That's obviously not the silhouette of a military patrol ship, is it? And that's the spinning image of the airship that took away the professor. Indeed, this is a grave matter. Thank you for your cooperation. I'll send a report to the Intelligence Division straight away. Huh? Hey, wait a minute. Is that it? Is what it? I mean, don't you think this is weird? Why would the suspect's airship be hanging right here? It's embarrassing to admit, but I'm afraid that it's entirely my fault. We have been aggressively searching along the border, so security wasn't as tight at home as it should have been then. And if this airship fled north, it's possible that this whole matter may have been a plot by the Empire. Really? I'd like to know just one thing. Where exactly are all of the intelligence personnel right now? That's classified. I'm sorry, I can't say more. He's hiding something. Mr. Intelligence Man. Okay now, maybe it's just me, but don't you think this all kind of smells a little funny? I know, but without any concrete evidence, pursuing this lead won't do us any good. Yeah. Huh? What the? What? Why did it stop short? What? Did that phenomenon start up again? Joshua, that's... Yeah, I think that's exactly what we needed. It seems I've let you see us at our worst. It looks like the gate mechanism isn't in the best of conditions. Indeed, that's a real problem. Maybe you can get some folks from the central labs out to repair it? I'll bet that someone like Professor Russell could have have it good as new in no time flat. Yes, I'll keep that in mind. You two maintain post here until it's back in working order. Be sure to keep any careless civilians away. Sir, yes, sir. Understood, sir. That said, you two can be on your way. I'll be certain to take that photograph to intelligence. Now, if you'll pardon me. Goodbye, sir. We caught ya. Somehow I find it hard to believe a word that guy said, especially if that little malfunction we just saw is what I think it is. Yes, it probably was that same phenomenon, which would mean the professor is being held prisoner inside. Shh, Estelle. This isn't the place to be discussing that. Okay. For now, let's get back to Zeiss and see what Kilika has to say. If we have the chance, we can call for the lab chief. I just can't believe that Professor Russell is at Leaston Fortress. Are you absolutely certain? Miss Dorothy's photograph and the shutdown of orbital power in the gate, these two things combined make the conclusion inescapable. But the Central Factory and the Royal Army have always had excellent relations. And now I'm expected to believe this? It's not as if the internal command structure of the military is all run by a single entity. The people who attacked the factory were seen escaping, and they looked like Royal Guardsmen. That in itself is a clue. Oh, and that would mean... The Royal Guardsmen are behind the whole thing? Well, it's not outside the realm of possibility. But I think it's more likely that there's been some kind of frame-up. This may be some form of internal conspiracy within the Royal Army. This is unpleasant to think about. But how could the professor get caught up in something like this? Sounds like you found a lead on our friendly neighborhood criminals. What? Agate? Good to see you back on your feet. Yeah, I just woke up a few minutes ago. It was a little weird, waking up in a strange place after being put to bed like some baby. Oh, for the love of... Everyone was worried about you, alright? Are you sure you're okay to be moving around so soon? Yeah, sleeping so damn much didn't give me any other option than to recover. I'm feeling pretty much back to normal. But, Agate, you should probably rest some more. You just got the poison out of your system, and the doctor said... I just said I'm fine. I've been training for years. It's not that rough on someone like me. Alright, I get it. I won't overdo it or anything until I'm back to normal. That cool with you? Hehe, okay. Damn kids. Hahaha, even the mighty Agate is no match for Tita. I guess it's hard to say no to someone who's kept a constant vigil over you and nursed you back to health. Shut up. Getting back to the point, it looks like a lot's been going on while I've been out of commission. Mind filling me in on the details? Sure. Estelle explained that all signs pointed to Professor Russell being held captive at Leaston Fortress. I still can't believe that Grandpa's in there. I wouldn't have thought those goons in black clothes were army types either. Heh. And suddenly, I'm feeling better than ever. What say we go and settle our debts right now? Settle our debts? Ain't it obvious? We sneak into Leaston Fortress. We'll bust the professor out, and they'll never know it hit him. Ah, okay. Like settling everything in one big stroke. I'm afraid it's not that simple. Huh? The Bracer Guild has a long-standing policy of non-intervention when it comes to a nation's military. Article 3 of the Guild Code. Bracers and non-involvement in military or political matters. A bracer will recognize a nation's sovereignty and may not interfere with nor arrest any person of national, military, or political standing. Or to put it more simply, as long as the army is playing dumb about this, our hands are tied. Oh, you've got to be kidding. No way, that doesn't make sense. You mean that we can witness a crime, but if it's done by a soldier or a politician, we just have to pretend we didn't see anything? I mean, that's kind of how it works in the World War II. Essentially, yes, there is, however, a loophole. Article 2 of the Guild Code, bracers and their duty to the people. In the event of an unjust imperilment of citizens, the bracer's sworn duty is to bear the responsibility for the citizens' safety. Do you understand the significance of this? I see. The professor is not a politician or a soldier. He's a civilian whom we're sworn to protect. So then, the rest hinges upon you, Mr. Murdoch. In this case, we are obligated to oppose the Royal Army and save Professor Russell. Will you help us? Stupid question. The factory needs him. Ah, hell. All of the Liberal needs him. Go and get him. Mr. Murdoch, thank you. No need to thank me. I owe Professor Russell for all he's taught me. And so we have adequate justification to proceed. Bracers, Agate, Estelle, and Joshua, you are hereby ordered to proceed to Leaston Fortress and rescue Professor Russell. It is not as above board as you may be accustomed to, but it is the request of the Bracer Guild nevertheless. Now you're talking. Acknowledged. Yeah, bring it on. If we're doing this, we have to figure out how we're getting in there. Leaston Fortress is pretty damn famous for being impossible to break into. That's true. It's easy to say we're going to do it, but putting it into practice is going to take some serious planning. There has to be some way of getting inside. Unfortunately, the security there is nigh unto perfect. Approaching from the lake would likely be impossible, since it's monitored by a network of orbital sensors. Yeah, I figured as much. And a frontal assault would be tantamount to suicide. Hey, Mr. Murdoch. You know that orange airship that goes to Leaston Fortress? Yes, that's the Leibniz. It makes periodic stops to inspect the equipment at the fort to make sure it's performing properly. Is there any way we could sneak into the fortress on it? No. All of the crew members go through a thorough security check as soon as they land. It'd be impossible just to sneak away. How about stowing away in the cargo? No good. Each container is scanned with a biosensor for living creatures, and they check each and every one. Plus, those sensors were designed by Professor Russell himself. They can even pick up one little mouse in a huge mass of stuff. Well, damn. Oh! What is it, sweetie? Don't you remember? Grandpa's invention, from when I was showing you around? Let me think. Aha! When we were helping with the experiments on a new type of orbit, right? Yeah! It produces a force field that can disrupt the biosensors. We've already tested that it works, so everything will be fine. Wow, really? I had no idea the professor ever made anything like that. Where is this device then? I guess it must be right where he left it, in his laboratory. Then we have no time to lose. Hurry and retrieve this device. In the meantime, I will gather and collate whatever data I can on Leaston Fortress. Got it. Thanks. I'll leave the arrangement of the delivery via the Leibniz to you, Mr. Murdoch. Alright, I'll go talk to Gustav. Just come to the airfield when you're ready. Oh boy, we get to stow away on a mechanical ship and sneak into a military facility? Let's go, baby. Now, where is that thing? It's got to be here somewhere. Maybe in the corner of the lab or the second floor archives? Those are where Grandpa usually tosses his stuff from his old inventions. Eccentric old coot, but whatever. Let's just find the damn thing. Alright, so when we first saw him, he was upstairs. And it is not upstairs. Oh, wait. That was the bedroom. He was upstairs here. There we go. Found it. That's the orbit that was in our experiment, alright. So, can we use it? I think so. If everything performs to specs, then it'll keep a biosensor from working right. Alright, back to the guild then. Kilika's probably finishing collecting intel on Fort Leaston by now. Back to the guild. Let's get this show on the road. We're back, Kilika, and we have the device. I have also finished my preparations. Now, what I'm about to show you is not to be spoken of to anyone else. Heh, well, would you look at that? These are schematics for Leaston Fortress? Wow, it sure is big. And Grandpa's in there somewhere. Isn't the layout of a fort a military secret? How did the guild get its hands on it? The guild has ways of obtaining the information. It is best that you not know. The Bracer Guild is a much more complex organization than it may appear, and you would do well to remember that. Okay. I don't think I need to remind you that this is an exceptionally unique case. Relations between the army and the guild have traditionally been excellent and liberal, even relative to other surrounding nations. It is absolutely crucial that we not cause any ill will. The guild can ill afford hostilities with the army. Do I make myself clear, Agate? Heh, yeah, I guess. But if I see the men in black clothes, they're gonna have a hot date with the business end of my sword. Soldiers or not, I've been looking for them for so long, I think they'd be offended if I didn't kick their asses. Do what you must. I just ask that you take no lives. Estelle and Joshua? Legally, I should not entrust a task like this to junior bracers. Whoa, wait a second. I don't like what you're driving at. We're already part of this. Please, allow us to see it through to the end. I thought you might say that, and I don't intend to stand in your way. But it must be said that you answered as ice. As such, if worst comes to worst, I will accept full responsibility for your actions. You needn't worry. Kilika, I'm sorry, we've caused so much trouble for you. Now then, Tita. Since you're not a bracer, I have no authority over you. But are you truly set in your course? Yes, ma'am, I am. What? What's this all about? You don't mean, I'm the only one who knows how to operate the device, so I'm going with you. What? Well, it is a very complicated orbit. I'm sorry. I don't want to cause any trouble, but I have to go too. You gotta be shitting me. Listen, Pipsqueak, I ain't hearing this crap. What the hell are we supposed to do with a kid on a mission this dangerous, huh? But you need me to operate the device. Then forget that idea. We'll find another way to sneak in. Alright, enough, lighten up. Why are you so damn stubborn? You want to run that by me again? Tita's ready, and she said she wants to help. And her help will make it easier for us to sneak in. All that improves our chances of getting the professor out safely. I want to know why you're so against it now of all times. You little... Have you even thought about her being a civilian? And a kid besides? And you're okay with putting her in danger? I don't like it any more than you do, but we'll keep her safe. We're bracers, that's our job. You sure talk a big game for a rookie. And what does experience have to do with this? Bracers aren't the only ones who feel that some people are worth protecting. Isn't supporting that ideal what we're supposed to be all about? Estelle, Joshua, Agate, I'm sorry that I make you so mad, but my grandpa is everything to me. All I want is for him to be okay, so I'm going to do everything I can to make sure he is. Besides, you helped me when I needed it, so let me do the same for Estelle and Joshua. And for you. I swear that I'll be good and I'll follow orders. Please, I'm begging you. Oh, sweetie. I didn't realize you'd put so much thought into this. I don't buy it. If you really want to help us that badly without getting in our way, then follow orders and stay here. You got it? But we really don't have any other way to get in there. I'd rather not do this. Truth be told, I can think of a few thousand things I'd rather do, but I'll let it slide this once. Thank you, Agate. You got no reason to thank me. You fall behind, you get left behind. Just so you know. Alright. I swear, one of these days, by the goddess, you're a jerk. Why can't you just be nice and appreciate what she's saying? Settle down, Estelle. He's just the type who speaks, colorfully when he is embarrassed. It's a defense mechanism. Both of you, shut it. Hehe. Haha, now I trust the matter has been settled. The Leibniz will soon be ready to set off. When you are ready, please proceed to the airfield. Will do. Later, Kilika. Take care of talking with the army for us. I have appropriate responses lined up should they decide to question us. Adios keep you. Please be careful. To the airfield. Hey, wow, you guys look busy. We've just been ordered to get our factory ship in the air. It's a madhouse. Yeah, that's our fault. Yes, we got places to go. I've been waiting for you. Is everybody ready? Yeah, we can go anytime. Is the Leibniz ready too? Yeah, you were lucky that last-minute military order came through like that. We were just about to head out to East and Fortress. We can take off anytime. Anytime? Won't it be hard to leave without, you know, the ship? Estelle, look down. Oh, do we have to, jump? No, we don't. What? What the? What's happening to the flight deck? What, didn't you know? This place has got enough secrets built into it to blow your mind. To be honest, Agate. I don't know how much more mind I have left to blow. You probably have more left than I do, Estelle. And all of this, it's all, I know, it's all the Professor Russell's handiwork, right? Tita, your grandfather is something else. Hehe, I couldn't agree more. Thanks for waiting, guys. Sir! Howdy, Tita. I already heard everything from Murdoch. Hard to believe what happened to the professor. Guess it's up to us to help him out of it. Thank you. Yeah, we owe ya. Not at all. I'm the one who owes Professor Russell. Okie dokie, we're ready. Are we ready to lift off? Let's go. Alright, let's load up. We're off to East and Fortress. Please bring Professor back home safely. And take care of Tita. Sir, no sweat. Let's go then. And we're off. Let's infiltrate. I'll be counting on you, bracers. Hey, wait! Aw, poor Dorothy. Whoa, head rush. Dorothy? Oh, Chief. We're still and crew aboard that last ship? That's right, how did you know? The guild tipped me. And there's big trouble brewing if what my editors told me rings true. I wanted to let them know before they left. What kind of trouble? I shudder to think how much worse the situation can get. Well, this is totally off the record. But it seems some members of the Royal Guardsmen in Gransel were just arrested for treason. What? Oh boy. Things are escalating. This is the container where you'll all be hiding. I hope all of you are real close friends. It's gonna be a tight squeeze for 4 people. Really? It looks big enough. It's only half as big inside as it looks. Gotta have cargo in there for camouflage's sake. Hahaha. Think of yourselves like the filling for a donut. That's not encouraging. We'll be fine. It's all a matter of how you approach the situation. It'll get the job done, but I wouldn't want to take a vacation in there. Oh, right. Say, man, you got any orphan facilities here or anything? I'm a little off kilter, so I want to change things up. We have an onboard factory of sorts. You're welcome to make use of it. I'll go too. My armament could use a little tune-up after all. It's been through. This way, Agate. Alright. East and Fortress is a 30-minute flight from here. It won't be too comfortable in that container, so you ought to get some rest while you can. Sure thing. Thank you. And we're in, men. We're being swept north-northeast. You son of a, hurry up and get us back on course. Every minute you play around is putting Professor Russell in greater danger. Just shut it, old-timer. I can't concentrate with you barking like that in my ear. Like I couldn't tell we were caught in the wind. It's you that's causing me to lose focus, old man. Yeah, you tell him. Yeah. Hello, Antoine. And now he's gone. The factory chief not telling us sooner didn't help either. Show a little trust. Okay. Nothing in there. Hello. Very well then, let's see your combat armament. I'll just run a quick diagnostic on it. Isn't this? But wow, you just light up around some new gadget. Okay. So that's that conversation. Can I actually tune up my armament, or... I guess not. That's fine. Okay, so they keep saying the same thing over and over and over again. All gravy. Wow, look how high up we are. It's been a really long time since I was on an airship. No kidding. You didn't exactly have time to go sightseeing on the Sky Bandit ship. Not that this even really compares. We're in an exponentially more dangerous situation now that we're at this point. Than we were at that point. Words are hard. We need to stay alert. There's no telling what might happen. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm still having a hard time wrapping my head around the idea of something like this happening in Liberl, though. It feels like the start of something really big. My thoughts exactly. The Sky Bandits and those men in black that were manipulating the mayor of Ruan behind the scenes. If we can learn more about them, we might be able to get a solid lead. Not to mention why Dad disappeared like that. Yeah. Well, while we're saving the professor, we can look around for clues. Oof. Okay, this ought to do it. The metal part of the slot connectors got loose. Anyone ever tell you you're a busybody? If I wanted mods that simple, I could do them myself. But hey, thanks. Haha. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, by the way, how are you feeling? I hope you don't feel all yucky. Yeah, I'm fine. You really don't have to worry. If you really want to worry about someone, worry about yourself. Now's the time to back out if you still want to. Don't get me wrong, I ain't telling you not to come. It's just, aren't you scared? Huh? Even though we're doing this for the old man, we're still breaking into a military base. Most kids would piss themselves at the idea of doing something this major. So how come you're all carefree about it? Well, I'm really scared out of my mind. But I have Joshua and Estelle with me. And you're here too. Not being alone makes it easier, so I don't have to think about how scared I am. Hehe, maybe that's a little stupid. A little? Try incredibly. Anyway, worrying is just a waste of time. Hehe, sorry. Can I ask you something? Where'd this come from? I was just wondering, who's Misha? How do you know that name? You called me that when you were poisoned. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. Nah, it's nothing I'm ashamed of. Misha is my kid sister. Oh wow, you're a big brother? How old is she? Older than me? Well, sort of. I guess she'd be around your age. I guess you haven't seen her for a long time? Work keeps me busy. I only go home about once a year. Oh, poor Misha. What's that supposed to mean? I just think that if I had a big brother, I'd want to be with him all the time. I bet she feels the same way. Really? Well, you might be right. If I was more reliable, maybe I'd be with her. Huh? We'll be landing at Leeson Fortress soon. All bracers to the cargo hold. Looks like it's time. Oh, here you are. Hi, Estelle. Didn't you hear the announcement? We'll be arriving soon. Yep, I'm all done getting ready. Did you get everything you need, sweetie? Yep, you betcha. I even tested the timing. I think I should be able to handle the biosensor, so leave that to me. Well, now that's encouraging. We're counting on you, Tita. Right. Why don't we head down to the cargo hold? I hope you guys are gonna get real comfortable. Because you're gonna have to squish into a box together. Have fun. Good, you're here. Looks like you got everything set up. I'm all done with disguising the container. If you just open it up, all you'll see are these plates that are used for fixing ship holes. But there's another door on the side, and you can't tell it's there when it's closed. Hey, that's pretty cool. This ought to fool the biosensor and allow us to sneak in. All that's left is for you to pile in. Are you folks ready for this? Of course we are. I was born ready. Okay, then you'll need to get in one at a time. Once you're all inside, I'll close the hidden door. Understood, I'll go first. Man, this is cramped. If you don't get in exactly right... Estelle, are you okay? I'm fine. There we go. Turn your head this way. Okay. Oh. Joshua, I don't know about holding this pose. We've just got to deal with it. Otherwise, we'll never get all four of us in here. Right. Yeah, we have to do this. Next up is Tita. Agate, you're in the back. We should all fit if we do it that way. Okay, and I go. Oof, sorry, Estelle. Aw, Tita, you're all warm and snuggly. And you even smell kind of like sweet, like fresh milk. Hey, don't hug so tight. I kind of can't breathe. It's not that bad, is it? What squishable cheeks do you have? Eep. Estelle, quit playing around. Okay, now I'm getting nervous. Hey kids, make a little room. Oof. There, is it too cramped? No, I'm okay. I can hold out. Don't be stubborn. If it's too uncomfortable, just say so. Okay. Okay, man. I think we're set. Gotcha. I'll close the door. I'll make sure we unload this container ASAP after we land, and from there, it's all on you. Just be patient and stay calm. Good luck, kids. Yeah, no pressure. Just, break into a military base. Rescue a dude. All good. We got it, right? We can do this? We can totally do it. Major Sid, I'm here as per your request. Hello, Chief Gustav. Sorry to make you come all this way. That said, however, I'm impressed. I wasn't expecting you to get here so soon. The Royal Military is one of my best customers. You folks are always a priority. Not to mention the order sounded pretty urgent. I already finished maintenance on the patrol ship. Did something happen? Nothing significant. Just your usual military matters. Ah, yes. I've heard about the attack on the Central Labs. I've recently come into possession of a clue which may help us wrap up this matter within little as a few days. Oh, that's excellent news. Professor Russell is one of my greatest inspirations and benefactors. I hope he hasn't been injured. No, you can relax on that score. Oh? How can you be so sure? It seems the abductors are demanding a ransom for the professor's safe return. That would suggest that he's unharmed, so I don't think that's a concern. I see. Well, it looks like the Royal Armed Forces have this well under control. So are you planning to do another container check today? I trust you, but regulations must be adhered to. Alright, Grunts, get to work. Roger that, sir. Nothing unusual here. Next one. This one's clear. Yes, do your bio-checking things. I'm picking up an anomaly on the sensors. Looks like it's alive, whatever it is. What? What is this, Maintenance Chief? Hey now, I have no idea. You sure your equipment's in working order? Of course it is. It's a Central Lab-made biosensor. Well, if you say so, it's probably just a mouse or some such. Hardly worth making such a fuss over, is it? Regulations are regulations. Surround that container, men. Alright, open it up. Huh? Just a kitty cat. Oh, it's just Antoine. When did you sneak off, huh? Meow. Okay, so what's with the cat? His name's Antoine. He lives at the Central Labs. I'd guess he sneaked onto the Leibniz. He certainly gave me quite a shock. False alarm, I guess. Meow. Well, I suppose that one can't blame the cat for being a cat. Hey, you. If you like it here, you're welcome to stay for a while. Who knew Major Sid was a cat guy? Hey now, don't try to tempt him. Meow. Meow. Oh, well, back to the ship he goes. I think I'm getting the cold shoulder. Rip. Haha, too bad. Still, that biosensor is a pretty impressive piece of work. If not for it, Antoine would have been packed away in storage. Well, it is of Central Lab make. Alright, men, check the other containers. Yes, sir. I appreciate your efforts. We'll bring the containers in tomorrow so you can return to the barracks for now. Pardon me, Major, but how long is the current emergency command structure expected to last? That's right. We're Army, sir. Why do we have to associate with them? It's not that I don't understand what you're getting at, but it is not the place of a soldier to question the orders of a superior officer. Besides, you never know who's watching or listening. Discretion is a must at all times. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. I feel guilty. Major, I have intel to report. Captain Almathea has come and wishes to speak with you, sir. I see. Very well. I suppose I'll have to see what the little vixen has to say. Like, Father Vixen? Ooh, I can't feel my legs anymore. You okay, Tita? Yeah, just a little fuzzy in the head is all. But I'm glad we got the equipment to work. Yeah, nice job. It was a tight situation, literally, but you stepped up. Hehe. Thank you, Agate. But Antoine showing up like that really spooked me. Yeah, he was right in the container next container over. I thought we'd be discovered for sure. I think the chief put him in there on purpose. That false alarm got the soldiers to relax. He kept a cool head, though. Hehe. That does sound something like the chief would do. Definitely a man not to mess with. Now, we ought to get moving. We're somewhere close to the airship port. We need a plan, or we'll never find the professor. So, Estelle, check the map and tell me which way we should go. Huh? Why are you asking me? Call it a test of how observant you are. Time's short, so let's have your answer. Well, he's probably, he's the professor, right? So the research would make the most sense, right? Well, color me surprised. Ha, just leave it to me. Great job, kid, but don't get cocky. What's your take, Joshua? I agree with her. Since it's a standalone facility, it's probably the best place to make use of the professor's talents. I think you're right. We don't have much time, so let's go check it out. Agate, do we have an exit strategy? Oh, right. The lake on the other side of the airship port has a wharf. Once we get the old man, we can steal a boat from there. Okay, got it. Alright, let's go check out the research area. You stay close, Tita. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Is there any treasures waiting for me to discover them? No. Alright. That's the command center. Hello, doggo. Don't want to fight you. I'll just stealthily make my way over here. Oh, I know them. Heh, so they are here. The airship from the tower. I thought they must be the military. They look nothing like the regular soldiers, though. They're probably a special force here to practice covert ops. It's no wonder that they're so tough. So is my grandpa in there? It's looking more and more likely. But if we try to take them on here, we're gonna have a rough time of it. You're right. If we cause a disturbance, we'll get swarmed by the soldiers inside. Isn't there some way we can get inside without getting spotted? Well, we're gonna have to find a way in. Hey, can't we get in from here? No, there are iron bars over the windows. If we make any noise, this is gonna get even tougher. Oh, jackpot. Huh? Well. I really can't thank you enough, Professor Russell. Your work on finding a means of controlling this gospel is of great help. On behalf of the Intelligence Division, I extend my deepest gratitude. Humph, I should have known that you were behind all of this. Colonel Richard, Chief of Intelligence. Hard to believe you once served under Cassius. Yes, you and he were friends, if my memory serves me correctly. We've been looking for him, actually, although we've yet to pin down his exact location. If you have some idea of where to base the search, we'd be happy to have that information. I don't know, not that I'd tell you if I did. Haha, well, no matter. If perchance the gospel were to have been delivered into his hands, then I'm afraid it would have presented a problem. However, even if he were to show his face now, he would have no means of stopping this current. the Black Orbment, or the Gospel as you call it. I just want to know what you plan to do with it. Scratch that. First and foremost, I want to know where you even acquired something that bizarre. I imagine my source would rather their identity be kept a secret. Our intentions, well, they will become evident very soon. At that time, Professor, we'll be happy to release you. All I ask is that you wait. And you're just going to let a witness to your crimes go free? I assume then you intend to do something on a grand scale. Haha. I'll leave the particulars up to your fertile imagination. That said, come the dawn when everything is realized, you will assist in our research. This invention will bring Labrella riches like none ever before seen. Not interested. Please, Professor, allow him to finish before you give your answer. It would truly be a pity if she were to come into some peril and you were unable to help her. You'd threaten her to get to me? Tut, Captain Althea. It looks like your renowned powers of persuasion are not as elegant as they once were. Hahaha, pardon me then. One might say she has a unique sense of humor. I don't want any misunderstandings between us, but you must understand that we are only soldiers. You have my word that no civilians will be involved, save for you, of course. So you're doing this out of some twisted sense of patriotism? Then, this black orbit that can shut down orbital power. I see. So that's your plan, is it? Pardon me. Hello, Lieutenant. The Colonel is presently in a meeting. He wants no interruptions. No, it's alright. Give me your report, Lieutenant. There has been activity in Gransel. The White Wings were caught in the net just as you planned. My goodness. Haha, check and mate. Now, Professor, if you'll please excuse me. Major Sid, see to the Professor and make sure he's comfortable. Yes, sir. Is there anything you need, Professor? I'll get you set up with any of the standard amenities. I'm fine. I used to believe that you were different from the others, that you were a good, upstanding man. Apparently, I greatly overestimated you. Oof. My apologies. But you've been abducted by rebels, you see. Rebels against the Queen. Nameless, unknown rebels. Stress that fact, and I might even let you write a letter to your granddaughter. Get out of my sight, as you wish. And you tell him, Professor. Tell that jerk, Sid, who's the boss. So Colonel Richard was the man behind all this trouble. Plus, it looks like he wants to find my dad. Yeah, I wonder what that's all about. And who was that masked man? Of course that bastard would show up now. And there he goes. Grand plans, but what will come of them? That's not ominous at all. Now things have gotten interesting. I really wanted to settle the score with him, but I've got a job to do, and that takes precedence. Since the window's a no-go, we'll have to take out the guards. Let's make this quick and clean. Right. Joshua? Hey, you listening? Estelle? Are you okay? Hey, snap out of it. It's not like you to freeze up. Sorry, I just spaced out. Are you sure you're feeling okay? I'm fine. It's no big deal. We have to take out the guards by the entrance, right? Yep, so let's get a move on. I really wanted to be part of the Gransel operation, but no, I'm left here guarding an old man. Grumble. We do so much for the kingdom and for our dream, all in the Colonel's name. Such is the life of the Intelligence Division's Special Ops, I suppose. We're the Colonel's hands and eyes. If you ask me, you're the Colonel's ass. Ooh, get him. What? It can't be. Agate Krosner? You're too damn slow. Colonel's ass. You tell him, Agate. Oh, I can get them both. It's a miracle. An actual miracle. Hey, you leave her alone. You jerk. Oh my god, Joshua. How could you? How actually could you? Alright. One down, one to go. Yes, don't go after poor little Tita. Alright, you made up for that last whiff. Nope. We just need to attack regular style. There we go. Piece of cake indeed. Heh, sucks to be you. It's no fun when someone gets back at you for making a fool of him, huh? It's not good to carry a grudge, you know. Now it's a race against time. We have to get the professor out as quickly as possible. Right. So, you're back. Enough! I told you I don't want any... Grandpa? Tita? I must be dreaming. Grandpa! Thank goodness you're okay. Wow! This isn't a dream? And you lot? Hey, Professor, you don't look like you're feeling so hot. The factory chief, Murdoch, asked us to come and get you out of here. I'm impressed. You actually sneaked in here? So much like your father. Not a lick of common sense between the two of you. Hey, old man. Sorry to interrupt your little vacation, but we need you to get ready for a jailbreak. We don't have a lot of time. Who are you? You look like you came from the wrong side of the barn. I can tell that at least. You have a head like a chicken. Damn! Professor Russell. Say that again, you geezer. Nice one, Professor. Grandpa, you shouldn't say mean things like that. This is Agate. He's a senior bracer over Estelle and Joshua. Well now, I had no idea. Come to think of it, I think I've heard Cassius mention your name before. Something about a bad seed who was always sulking about one thing or another, I believe. I'm about this far from wringing your neck, old man. No, calm down. Professor, we'll have to save the explanations for later. For now, we need to get you out of here. Is there anything you want to bring with you? Can we carry the capital unit? If we leave it behind, I know that these fools will just misuse it again. Understood. Obtained Orbital Calculator. I've been using that in my research to find a means of controlling the Black Orbment. I wasn't able to discern its physical composition, but I did have some success with the control method, which means that these fools will be able to cause that phenomenon to reoccur whenever they want. Oh, I'm sorry, Estelle and Joshua. I hate that it's being so grievously misused after you went to all the trouble of bringing it to me. Believe me, we understand. With Tita's safety on the line, I can't imagine any of us would have done any differently. Besides, it's our fault that you two got caught up in this mess to begin with. For the love of Adios, we don't have time for you to give speeches. If you're all set, then we have to go. Get your asses in gear. Move as fast as the old man's slip disc will let you. Oh, very clever. I haven't let any young man beat me yet, and I'm not about to start now. Come on, both of you. And now, we have to sneak out of here. You think we'll just let you escape? I mean, yes? Oh, the alarm's been called. What's that? Guess the jig is up. It appears we have an intruder. Get out there and start searching, men. Platoons 1 through 4 will go to the airship port and docks establishing a blockade. 5, 6, and 7 will search the barracks, watchtower, and research facilities respectively. Platoon 8 will accompany me to the headquarters. That is all. Move out. Yes, sir. And there they go. Crap, here come the soldiers. Looks like they're putting the squeeze on the airship port and the docks. The major knows what he's doing. What else would you expect from the CEO of a fort defense regiment? What should we do? Where do we go? Well, leaving by the docks is going to be tricky. We need to avoid the guards and find another way out. Do I have access to the map? So, I'm read the research wing. Command center is to my right. Okay, I think that's where I'm supposed to end up. This door is locked. Hey, it's our old friends. Hey, don't you think it's awfully noisy outside? Sounds to me like someone's breaking in. Say what? Who's breaking in? Nobody's allowed to break in till we break out. Nobody! Easy, bro. You know your simple little escape plan won't ever... This looks like the dungeon. Wow, it's a lot bigger than the dungeon at Haken Gate. Huh? What? You guys are... You're those punks from before. Well then, long time no see. Okay, you guys are being held here. How have you been? Hey, we don't need your damn pity. The only thing you're good for is handling a pole air for brains. Jeez, I was just trying to be polite. If it'll make you feel better, insult me all you want. What? Don't try to play it cool. I'm assuming you know these folks? They're the capitalist sky bandits. They hijacked that airliner. I've heard stories about them. They use a very high-powered airship, don't they? I've heard it's of Imperial make, but I'm curious about the specs. Yeah, it's got a top speed of 2,300 salvage per hour. I mean, why should I have to answer your questions? My, aren't we petty? Grandpa, I don't think this is the right time to be asking for that kind of stuff. Now wait just one damn minute. Why are you bracers here in the first place? Are you the cause of that siren? Well, sorry we intruded. No fair. You're the intruders, right? Hey, let us out of here. That was a surprise. Come to think of it, those guys have some connection to the Men in Black, right? But they got arrested by Colonel Richard, which means maybe the Colonel's trumping it as one of his accomplishments, and maybe Mayor Dalmore was used in a similar fashion. And yet, I somehow just can't seem to muster up any sympathy for him. We're wasting time here. We've got to find another escape route. All these doors are locked, right? Yes, door is locked. Door is locked. All the door. Oh, nope, too fast on that. I've been through all the doors now. Right? That's the... Hey, did you find them? Nope, and I've searched the barracks top to bottom. Same goes for the watchtower. All that leaves is headquarters. While we're there, we can report to the major that we've gone over the place with a fine-tooth comb. Uh-oh, I think they're coming this way. Shit, and this is a blind alley too. Come on, this way. Hey, did you hear something? Yeah, I think it said this way. There's no time. You don't want to be caught, do you? I don't think I misheard that. We don't have a choice. We might as well give it a shot. Thank you, magical, mysterious voice. Come on, just down the corridor. Hey, Joshua, do you recognize that voice? Yes, it sounds familiar. Quickly, get inside. Hey now, this room is... Well, I don't know what he's intending, but we don't have any other choice but to keep going. That was spectacularly close. I knew it. Lock it, just to be on the safe side. Got it. What are you planning? You're the CEO of Leeson Fortress. Didn't Colonel Richard order you to keep me locked up? I'm very sorry about that. He's already seized control of the Royal Armed Forces by using his position in the Intelligence Division, and the main generals were given the choice of obeying him or being imprisoned. General Morgan refused to obey him, and as such is currently imprisoned at the Haken Gate. That stubborn old man? This is getting serious. What the hell? I figured things were bad, but not that bad. When did the military structure get that fragile? Unfortunately, observance of military ranks has been breaking down ever since the end of the war, particularly since the top brass haven't stopped embezzling and accepting bribes. Colonel Richard just took advantage of the situation. I see. So he was able to make use of the military's existing corruption and weakness to seize control. Precisely. With General Morgan in custody, that leaves Colonel Richard as the man in charge of the entire Royal Armed Forces. That's horrible. What about Queen Alicia? Doesn't supreme command of the army rest with the Queen? Mysteriously enough, Queen Alicia has kept silent on the matter. The Royal Guardsmen are actually being sought for questioning on suspicion of treason. Treason? Lieutenant Schwartz too? The attack on the Central Factory has been pinned on the Royal Guardsmen. There's even photographic evidence, as I understand it. Dorothy's pictures. That just doesn't sound right. The factory was all messed up, and Grandpa was kidnapped. Agate was almost killed. You can't just go around blaming people for something like that. I really don't know what to tell you. You never disobey a direct order from a superior officer. But since I never voiced my objections, the fault still lies with me. I know this will not make up for all I have done, but I was hoping it would go some way to atoning for my actions. You've had a tough time of it, ain't you? Humph. Well, if all that you've said is true, then I suppose I can forgive and forget. I had been prepared to brain you with a wrench and soften up that hard head. Pity. I'm sorry. Grandpa, it was a joke, dear. Okay, I've got everything, but what are you planning to do now? Are you planning on hiding us until the heat dies down? No, I have a much better solution. There's a way for you to escape the fortress through this room. Through this room? How? Ah, I get it. There's a secret passageway or something, right? Haha, very astute boy. Whoa. Makes sense for a military control room. Not bad. Not bad at all. This emergency escape hatch leads to an underground aqueduct. There's a boat set up there, so you should be able to use it and escape. Illegally, even telling civilians about it would net me 10 years in prison. But even if military regulations won't forgive me, I think Adios probably will. Alright, we'll use it. I'll go down first, then the old man and Tita. Estelle and Joshua, I want you to watch our backs. Got it. Or roger that. Farewell, Major. Well, thank you very much. Well then, that just leaves us. Thank you for everything, Major. We're in your debt. You don't need to thank me. To be honest, I was expecting this since the moment I first saw you. What? You mean when we met at the front gate? Yes, as soon as I heard your last name. After all, you are the children of Colonel Cassius, are you not? Colonel Cassius? You mean my dad had a rank that high? Richard may be a colonel now, but he served under your father back in those days. Your dad was a real hero. It was thanks to his efforts that we were able to defeat Erebonia in the war 10 years ago. Being as you're his children, I'm not surprised as you found out the truth and came to help the professor. Really? But he never said anything about being any kind of military hero. Are you okay, Major? The intruders have been spotted in the dungeon. The last likely place for them to be is in Central HQ, sir. Your orders? Crap. Acknowledged. I'll be right there, so put the facility on high alert. Come on, you need to go. Okay, excuse us then. Well, at least he realized what he was doing was wrong and made up for it. That scared the living daylights out of me. What's the deal with the slide? Looks like some kind of secret waterway. Come on, let's catch up. Ah, you're here. This way. You're late. What took you so long? Sorry, we just got into a conversation about my dad. Sorry for the holdup. You can go ahead and take off. Alright, hang on to your hats. Let's go, boaty boat. Bring us to safety, please. Ooh, we managed to make it out. Looks like they haven't started patrolling over here yet. Major Sid may be keeping them busy. But if we waste any time here, we're probably going to have to deal with the pursuit force. We've got to get the professor somewhere safe or else. Estelle? Joshua? Oh, it's okay. No need to worry. I promise we'll be here to protect both of you. No. You two fall back. Huh? What do you mean? The intelligence division knows my face all too well by now. Same goes for Tita and the old man. But they've got no idea you two are involved unless old Sid blabs. So I'm getting out of here and taking them with me. We'll lay low for a while somewhere safe. Agate? I understand. The fewer people implicated in this, the better. In fact, I never wanted Tita to get wrapped up in this in the first place. When I think about them taking hostages to force cooperation, it makes the most sense for us both to get out of here. Grandpa? Whoa, wait just a damn minute. How can you ask us to turn our backs on you just to keep ourselves safe? That's totally bonkers. We could never agree to that. Right, Joshua? Actually, I agree with Agate's assessment. What? According to the theory of retreat and cover, the more people there are together, the greater chance of detection, which means that Agate will stand a better chance of helping them get away on his own. I understand how you must feel, but for now, we really need to do what Agate says. But, nice one, Joshua. Exactly what I was getting at. Now, I need you to be a good girl and withdraw. Wait, I get your idea in theory. Estelle, you don't agree, and I can see it written all over your face. So how about I send you on an important mission instead, something I certainly can't do myself, given the circumstances. Huh? First, I want you to go to Gransel. Then, you must speak with Her Majesty Queen Alicia in Gransel Castle. I must what? What's this all about? The aforementioned Black Orbment. It originally somehow fell into Colonel Richard's hands. He referred to it as the Gospel. Gospel? As in religious teachings? Heh, that's certainly an ominous sounding name. Apparently this Gospel was taken from the Intelligence Division, but by whom, I couldn't say. After that, I'd wager it was probably sent out in a package, addressed to Cassius. However, Intelligence caught wind of our little, blackout from before. They must have realized that the Black Orbment was involved, and here in Zeiss, I suspect that was their true objective in attacking the factory. They came to retrieve this Gospel. Really? I see. That explains a lot. Colonel Richard has some kind of plan to use it in the capital. Unless I miss my guess, something very bad is coming. Her Majesty must be informed of this at once. You mean the shutdown of orbital power? No. Perhaps, if it's used. I'm sorry, anything more I say would be pure conjecture. Regardless, the Queen must be made aware of this Gospel as soon as possible. I'm more concerned with that than with my own escape. I swear, when you put it like that, I feel like a jerk for wanting to say no. If you'll allow us, we'll accept your request. I appreciate it. Estelle? Joshua? We've got to part ways for a little bit, Tita. I'm sorry. I hope that we could stay together. No, you don't have to apologize. You've just helped me so much. And you've treated me like a little sister. Tita, thanks for helping my grandpa. And thank you for being my friend. Aw, that's so wholesome. I love you both. I love you too, sweetie. I wish we could take you with us. Thank you so much. Parting is such sweet sorrow and all that, we have no choice. Maybe you can save the tears for when we see each other again, you know? You can be a real jerk. But I guess this is where we part ways too. A lot's happened, but you've taught us so much by letting us work with you. Thank you, Master Agate. Don't call me that. It creeps me out. Haha, look who's embarrassed. Bah, you really are your father's daughter. Hey, Joshua, don't let her get too out of control, you hear me? She's not half bad in combat, but there's more to being an adult than just that. Not like it's any of your business. Just leave her to me. You take care as well. Take care of Tita and the professor. I will. Alright then, let's get a move on. Farewell, children of Cassius. Stay safe, both of you. You too, Tita. Adios be with you. Be careful out there. And with that, we have finished chapter 3. Holy moly, that was a lot. And with that, also, I think we're going to call it a stream. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate everybody coming by and saying hi and being here. There was a lot. Holy moly, that was a lot. I went a little longer than usual, but I just, you get wrapped up in the story and you just can't stop. I will be back again on Wednesday at 8. So we'll be back starting chapter 4. Other than that, you guys all have a great evening, and thank you very much for coming in again.